reception. Here's Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Jackson on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Brown 7.
Buddy up. Mike 51. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ready. Let's go. Coming in. Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Watch twist. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Coming to you. Check 53. Check 53 is Mike. Hey, man. Orbit. Watch the boot. Check.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Hard throw, incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mayfield to throw it this time. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flush to his right. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 18.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Following the interception, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Steve 6.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for Browns. First down. 1st and 10 at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Run. You got tape.
Chubb. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Mayfield, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready? Right. 53 is the mark. We got it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Jackson now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Landry now on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. Nifty footwork at the 45. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Mike 51. I got him.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. I got him.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Flushed out right. And that one his first incompletion in its last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Jarvis Landry. He's at the 40. Past the 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. From the gun, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Hurry!
Motion me out.
Hey, Delta! Go! Let's go!
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Alert!
Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Back to Mixon on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Pick it up, D. Get him. And turn him over.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
Now Landry. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Regular.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. From the gun to give to Mixon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And his kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Come on, let's go. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Topper, topper.
And again, it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
51's the mic, 51's the mic.
Hey, Echo.
Fight 51, Mike 51.
Mayfield looks to throw. Going for the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground, mix him again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Jackson going to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I got you. Check. Lucky.
Hey!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Tighten up.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
King! Hey, Zoo!
Mike 51. You got nothing to that.
Hey, alert 33! Real.
Safe.
Watch out!
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Run.
Get off the field. Slam.
Hey, Alpha!
From the 44, Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got this down to the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Chubb. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
180!
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Pistol.
Rush in. Rush in. Out.
6-6, pull it high.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
In your face.
He's back to throw. Incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hurry!
50 seconds.
Stay with your man.
Mayfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Alert! Hey, wahoo!
Hey, let's go. Six man. Check curls.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Seibert on for the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
36.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy.